I mean, honestly, I don't have to tell you. You're going to go check it out, and you should, because it is pretty dope. So let's jump into my review of the first 2 episodes of the new series, Hawkeye. What's up, folks, and welcome back to the channel today for another review. And today we're going to be reviewing the first 2 episodes of the new Disney Plus series, Hawkeye, which is going to be releasing November 24th. Now, on the 24th, you're going to get the first 2 episodes, and because it's a limited series, I think it's only 6 episodes total, but nonetheless, I'm very impressed with the first 2 episodes. It's really good. It's absolutely everything I thought it would be, and quite frankly, it has that holiday spirit that really balances out this entire thing. Because when you think about what's happening here, the last time we saw Jeremy Renner as Hawkeye, you know, he's dealt with a lot since Endgame. This picks up a little bit after Endgame. But I mean, the guy has definitely been grieving left and right. Losing Black Widow, and the whole sacrifice with the Soul Gem and whatnot. The Soul Gem, right? Yeah. But now, you know, what's life for him after that? And then obviously, you know, the other big element to his story was when he started to mask up as Ronin, and what would make him go down that dark path. And they obviously had announced when this series was going to come out that they were going to venture more about that story. So, you know, it's a big mental struggle with Hawkeye in this. But alongside of that brings our new character that we all been waiting for, and that's Kate Bishop, played by Hailee Steinfeld, who is fantastic. I mean, here's the thing. There's a lot of different iterations of Kate Bishop. She makes this one her own, and it's really, 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 really good. I think the easiest way to identify this version or a rendition, or how you want to put it, of Kate Bishop, it's like this is more of the Peter Parker to Tony in the MCU relationship, where, you know, Tony and Iron Man didn't kind of want to be bothered, but he kind of took him under the wing at some point because he saw the potential and whatnot. And you know, Peter was really annoying in the beginning, but he was very dedicated, and I think that's sort of the same dynamic here, because she's completely obsessed with him. She idolizes him, and she, you know, she's self-taught in her skill, but like she thinks she's the second coming of Hawkeye. So you know, it's just not just the obsession with him, but it also brings a bunch of problems into his life too. Because, like, you know, Clint was just kind of trying to be off the radar here. You know, he's trying to be a family man. He wants to spend Christmas with his family. He has promised him he's going to do that, but with Kate came problems, because, you know, if you've seen in the trailer, Kate actually finds the Ronin mask at a black market, and she starts to go out on the streets with it, and then you know, trouble came after her because of that, because he left trouble. So there's that. Now another thing is that, like, this series is very family friendly, because sometimes it gets a little bit cheesy, because there's like, the biggest thing for me and the biggest indication of something being cheesy is like how coincidental things start to like unravel, when you're just like, so she goes to a place to work with her parents that ends up auctioning a Ronin the Ronin suit and a Ronin sword of the person that she's obsessed with, like, and then she gets it, and then it eventually makes her run into the person that she's been obsessed with that she's never met. Like, you know, all these things happen in one night. It's like the perfect alignment of the planets and the stars and everything, and it's just like, okay, cool, I guess we just got to kind of buy into it. But, like, you know, you think about that, because you're just like, yeah, if it was me, it would never happen that way. So but like I said, they do explain how she learned her skills with her being state champion in fencing. She's the declared archer. You know, they explain all of that about how she was able to really get into things quick, because in the comics, Kate really had a hard time under the tutelage. She had a big learning curve, but this one seems like she's going to be moving along pretty fast here. They talked about other things. There's cameos and Easter eggs, of course. There is a lot of comic book references. There's characters that you're going to know about as well, which I don't even want to iron that all out for you because I don't want to ruin it. But yeah, all of that's in there as you would expect. One of the big things, whenever they're in New York, because everything always happens in New York. It's like, where's the Avengers Tower? Where's the Fantastic Four Tower? Where you're looking for these things. But they did explain that Tony did sell the Avengers Tower some years ago and whatnot. Our bad guys as of right now is the Tracksuit Mafia crew. And of course, they always got somebody to answer to, which we know that person that they're answering to is Echo, who has already been very interesting thus far. And I think that we all know that there's a Echo series already announced in development. So that's going to be a very interesting character to watch because you want to see how this all plays into that as well too. There's been rumors of other characters showing up, which they haven't yet for the first 2 episodes, but we'll see. You know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Black Widow and whatnot after that end credit scene in the Black Widow movie, but nothing just yet. But like I said, it's a bunch of cameos. I'm looking at my notes here. There's a bunch of cameos. I'm not even going to go over that stuff, but there's a bunch of cameos and Easter eggs that you would know either from the MCU or from the comics. I think when you talk about Clint Barton's story, it's very much a lot of reference to the stuff that he went through in the comics with the loss of hearing that he's experiencing, obviously the PTSD and the sense of grief and loss because of everything that happened with Endgame and whatnot. But he's trying to move on with that, but you will see him actually battling those things. And then again, I feel like this edition of Kate is unique, and I think Hailee is really bringing it. She can do no wrong, and I think she's truly making this her own. But like I said, with it being during the holiday season, it is very comedic. It is like spirited. It does have the Christmas spirit attached to it. And it's good. It's the good balance because you start to really feel bad for Hawkeye, and because of the things that he's been through, it kind of gets dark at times when you kind of think about it. But the holiday spirit and with Kate and Hailee, it really keeps things really, really balanced. And another thing I thought I was really interesting too is that they also talked about how Hawkeye was never really marketed or branded as one of the big heroes. And I always felt that way, and it was very interesting that they actually did go after that in this, where Clint kind of walks around New York in plain sight. No one notices him because he's not one like Captain America or Iron Man, or even Ant-Man was getting love for whatever reason. Also, there's been a rumor that this is a musical, and that's not true. There is a musical scene in it because they go see a Broadway play of Captain America, which was kind of funny. I hate musicals, but it was kind of funny. But it's not a musical at all. It is legitimate a series, which I'm very happy that they did this because this gives them a lot more time to flesh out this story instead of it just being a movie, and we're not really getting to tap into the now arriving of Kate Bishop, but also the struggle of what Hawkeye has been going through, Clint Barton. So like I said, it's a good series. I don't have to tell you, you're gonna watch it, you're gonna enjoy it, you're gonna laugh, you're gonna be looking around for all the clues and whatnot. It's Marvel at its best, and I enjoyed the first 2 episodes, and I absolutely think you will too. And I love the score. The theme is very dope. The intro and everything is really, really dope. And again, like I said, with them going down the path of it's talking about the mental and physical state of Clint that he's been going through all these years. It's really good that they were able to balance it with that really light-hearted feeling with the Christmas spirit, the decorations, or all the aesthetic of Christmas. And then Hailee, she's just so good. The pairing is so good. So, but yes, folks, check it out. As I said, I don't need to tell you, I know you will. Hopefully you enjoyed this review, and we'll be back once the other episodes release, because we definitely gonna have more to talk about, because I can't wait to see what's next for Echo, because I'm intrigued. I'm definitely intrigued. So, but yeah, jump in the comments, let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you around for more reviews from Hawkeye very soon.